Buckle up, everybody, because today we're going electric,
Ooh,
diving deep into the future of two Chinese car brands that are making waves.
sounds exciting.
Zeekr, Lynk Co. Have you heard of them?
I have, yeah. They're really shaking things up, aiming to challenge some of the big names like BMW and Mercedes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what caught our attention, too. We've got two recent articles here outlining their plans for 2025.
And they've got some pretty ambitious plans.
Yeah, bold strategies and some seriously cool new models in the works. But before we get ahead of ourselves,
Right.
let's start with the basics. Who are Zeekr and Lynk Co., and how did they end up under the same roof?
Okay, so Lynk Co. is the older of the two, co-founded with Volvo back in 2017.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and they've cultivated this like young, hip, connected kind of vibe, targeting a more tech-savvy driver.
Okay, I see.
Zeekr, on the other hand, spun off from a Lynk & Co. concept car, and they're completely focused on electric vehicles.
So two brands, each with their own lane, but then Zeekr became the majority shareholder of Lynk & Co.
Exactly.
That's a twist.
It is. It's a big move. It means instead of competing, they're working more like partners now.
Makes sense.
Yeah, streamlining product development, preventing them from stepping on each other's toes.
So less sibling rivalry and more teamwork.
Exactly.
So what does this partnership mean for their individual strategies? Are they still going after different segments of the market?
Oh, absolutely. Think of it as a pincer movement. Zeekr is aiming for that premium segment,
Okay.
starting above 41,000 US dollars.
Wow, that's bold. Going head-to-head with those luxury brands.
They're not shying away from it at all.
What makes them think they can compete at that level, especially against brands with such a long history and reputation?
Well, for one thing, the demand for luxury EVs is exploding, especially in China, which is Zeekr's home turf.
Right.
They're betting on a growing segment of buyers who want cutting-edge tech, sleek design, and that eco-conscious image, but are open to alternatives beyond the established players.
So they're tapping into a shifting landscape.
Yeah.
What about Lynk & Co.? Are they sticking with their more affordable, urban-focused approach?
Yes, they are. Lynk & Co. remains focused on a more budget-conscious buyer, starting around 27,500 US dollars. Urban mobility, practicality, and value for money.
Smart move. It's like they're covering all their bases, appealing to different demographics and needs.
Yeah,
This brings us to another key difference highlighted in the articles: their powertrain choices.
right.
Zeekr's going all in on electric for their midsize and large vehicles, but they're choosing plug-in hybrids for their full-size models.
Mm-hmm.
Why the split?
It's a strategic decision based on vehicle size and target market. Zeekr's premium customers are likely early adopters of EV technology, less concerned about range anxiety.
Makes sense.
But for larger SUVs, often used for family road trips, offering a plug-in hybrid option makes sense. It gives drivers the flexibility of electric power for those shorter commutes, with the backup of a gasoline engine for longer journeys.
So they're thinking practically catering to different use cases. Lynk & Co. seems to be taking a similar approach, going electric for their smaller urban cars and using plug-in hybrids for the larger models.
Exactly.
What do you think of this strategy? Is this the right mix for each brand, given their target markets?
I think it's a really clever approach. It minimizes overlap while maximizing market reach, allowing them to attract a wider range of buyers. They're not forcing one technology on everyone, but offering choices based on individual needs.
Speaking of ambition, the articles reveal some seriously bold sales goals. In 2025, they're aiming for a combined total of 710,000 vehicles.
Wow.
That's a huge number.
It is.
Are they being realistic?
It's definitely an ambitious target, no doubt. But they're not just pulling this number out of thin air. It's directly tied to their vision of becoming a leading alternative to those German luxury brands.
Wow, so they're not just aiming for a slice of the pie.
Nope.
They want a whole new table.
They want the whole bakery.
Okay, I like it. And they're not just focused on China.
Right.
Both brands are looking to expand globally,
Uh-huh.
which is a critical piece of this puzzle.
It is.
Now, that's a bold move. Breaking into established markets like Europe and North America is no easy feat.
It's not.
What makes them think they can succeed where others have struggled?
Well, they're coming in with some key advantages: fresh designs,
Okay.
innovative technology, and a reputation for quality that's been growing thanks to Geely's backing.
It's like they're the new kids on the block with a lot to prove, but they've got the talent and the resources to back it up.
I think so. And let's not forget about Volvo's expertise.
Right.
Within the Geely family.
Yeah.
That's a wealth of knowledge and engineering that they can really tap into.
That's true. They've got a seasoned veteran in their corner.
Mhm.
What about their pricing strategy? How does that factor into their global ambition?
It's crucial. Offering competitive prices, especially in the EV segment, could be a game changer.
Yeah.
In many parts of the world, the cost of living is rising, and affordability is a top concern for a lot of car buyers.
That's a really good point. So they're not just targeting the elite, they're aiming to make electric mobility accessible to a wider audience.
Exactly.
It's a smart move both ethically and strategically. But let's get into the specifics. The articles mention some really exciting new models on the horizon. What can you tell us about Zeekr's lineup?
Okay, so they've got 3 new models set to launch in 2025, starting with the Zeekr 007 GT, a sporty electric estate coming in Q2. It shares specs with the Zeekr 007 sedan, boasting up to 637 horsepower and a 100-kilowatt battery.
Hold on, 637 horsepower. That's supercar territory.
It is.
Are they trying to appeal to speed demons?
Well, it certainly suggests they're not afraid to pack a punch. That kind of power translates to exhilarating acceleration and a long driving range, which could be a major selling point for those thrill seekers and adventure lovers out there.
I could see the appeal. What else is on the list?
Next up is the Zeekr EX1H, a flagship plug-in hybrid SUV launching in Q3.
Okay.
Details are a little scarce, but the articles describe it as having spurty proportions, which hints at a more rugged, off-road capable vehicle.
Intriguing. They're playing it close to the chest with this one.
Yeah, they are.
Sounds like they're trying to build some anticipation.
A little bit of mystery never hurts.
Right. And rounding out Zeekr's 2025 lineup is the Zeekr DX1H, another large SUV, this time focusing on plug-in hybrid technology. It's slated for a Q4 launch.
Right.
So they're really covering a lot of ground, offering a mix of electric and plug-in hybrid options across different vehicle sizes. What about Lynk Co? What are they bringing to the table?
Their first new release for 2025 is the Lynk Co 900, a full-size, 6-seat plug-in hybrid SUV designed with families in mind.
Okay, that sounds practical, but are they sacrificing style for functionality?
Not at all.
Okay.
The articles highlight its impressive dimensions.
Okay.
Over 17 feet long.
Wow.
And a spacious interior designed for comfort and convenience. And get this, it comes with a massive 30-inch 6K screen inside.
A 30-inch screen? That's bigger than my TV.
I know, it's huge. What's the thinking behind that?
Yeah.
Well, it signals their focus on in-car entertainment and connectivity.
Yeah.
It's a bold statement that positions them as leaders in this space, catering to a generation that's increasingly connected and expects a seamless digital experience in every aspect of their life.
So they're blurring the lines between a car and a mobile entertainment hub. But is there a risk of driver distraction with a screen that large?
That's a valid concern for sure, and it's something they'll need to address carefully. However, the advancements in voice control and gesture recognition technology could mitigate those risks.
Good point. It'll be interesting to see how they balance those competing priorities, entertainment and safety. What about the powertrain? Is it as impressive as the screen?
It certainly doesn't disappoint. The Lynk Co 900 packs a 2-liter turbocharged engine combined with 3 electric motors, delivering a whopping 845 horsepower.
Whoa, 845 horsepower in a family SUV. That seems a bit excessive, doesn't it?
It might seem that way at first, but I think it speaks to their commitment to performance, even in their more practical models. It could be a way to attract buyers who want both space and power without having to compromise on either.
It's like having your cake and eating it too. But with all that power under the hood, I imagine fuel efficiency might take a hit.
Well, that's where the plug-in hybrid technology comes in. They're aiming for that balance, offering the power and performance of a traditional SUV with the fuel savings and emissions reductions of electric power for shorter trips.
So it's about providing options catering to different needs and priorities. What about their second new model for 2025? The articles were pretty tight-lipped about that one.
Yeah, they're keeping that one under wraps for now, but it's safe to assume that they're going to continue to innovate and surprise us.
I'm definitely intrigued. It feels like they're just getting started. They're making bold moves, setting ambitious goals, and really pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the automotive world.
I think they're definitely ones to watch.
Yeah. But what does it all mean for the average car buyer? Why should we be paying attention to these brands, especially if we're not in the market for a new car right now?
Well, for one, it really showcases the rapid pace of innovation in the automotive industry. The lines between car manufacturers and tech companies are blurring, and the user experience is becoming increasingly central to car design.
So it's not just about getting from point A to point B anymore.
No, not at all. It's about connectivity, entertainment, and a seamless integration of technology into our daily lives.
Exactly. And these trends are likely to influence the entire industry,
Absolutely.
shaping the future of mobility as we know it.
For sure.
So even if we're not buying a Zeekr or Lynk Co anytime soon, their innovations could trickle down and impact the cars we drive in the future.
Precisely. And their success or failure on the global stage could have ripple effects throughout the whole industry, influencing the direction of car design and technology for years to come.
It's a reminder that the automotive world is in a constant state of flux, and we're witnessing a pivotal moment in its evolution. It's like we're watching this high-stakes game unfold.
Yeah.
And Zeekr and Lynk Co are making some bold moves. But here's the big question.
What's that?
Will they succeed? What are the potential roadblocks they might face in this global expansion?
Well, brand recognition is a major hurdle. And I know in markets like Europe and North America, they're virtually unknown.
Yeah,
And building that trust and awareness takes time, especially against well-established competitors.
right. They're going up against brands with decades,
Decades, yeah.
even a century of history behind them. How do they plan to break through that noise and convince buyers to take a chance on a new brand?
It comes down to deliver a compelling product, of course, but also crafting a strong brand identity and a marketing strategy that really resonates with their target audience. They need to highlight what makes them unique, what value they offer that sets them apart.
So it's not just about the cars themselves.
Right.
It's about the whole package.
The whole experience.
The experience, the story they tell. What about the political landscape? Could geopolitical tensions or trade wars impact their ambitions?
That's certainly a factor to consider. The automotive industry is particularly sensitive to those kinds of shifts, and any disruptions in the global supply chain or trade relations could definitely impact their production and distribution.
So there's a lot riding on factors beyond their control. It adds another layer of complexity to their already ambitious plans.
Absolutely. But despite the challenges, I think it's an exciting time to be watching this space. They're pushing boundaries, they're innovating, and they're shaking up the industry.
And their journey is just beginning. It's a reminder that the automotive world is evolving rapidly, and the future of mobility is wide open.
Speaking of the future, what do you think, as a car enthusiast, is the most exciting aspect of what Zeekr and Lynk Co are bringing to the table?
For me, it's their commitment to pushing the boundaries of in-car technology and user experience. That massive 30-inch screen in the Lynk & Co 900 is a prime example.
Oh, yeah. It's a glimpse into a future where cars are more than just vehicles. They're extensions of our digital lives, entertainment hubs, and connected spaces.
Yeah. Imagine a world where your car seamlessly integrates with your smart home,
Right.
your devices, your entire digital ecosystem.
Your whole life.
It's both exciting and a bit daunting.
It is. It certainly raises questions about data privacy and security,
Yeah.
but it also opens up a world of possibilities for personalization, convenience, and even safety.
It's like the car is becoming a platform for innovation,
Uh-huh.
a canvas for new ideas and technologies.
I agree. What are your thoughts on the potential impact of these trends on the industry as a whole?
Well, I think we'll see a ripple effect. Other car manufacturers will be watching closely, and we can expect to see similar innovations and features emerge across the market. The competition will drive further advancements, ultimately benefiting consumers.
It's like a rising tide lifts all boats.
Exactly. But with so much change happening so quickly, it's hard to predict what the future holds. But one thing is for sure, it's going to be an exciting ride.
It is. It's going to be fun to watch.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from the origins of Zeekr and Lynk & Co. to their ambitious global expansion plans and the cutting-edge technology they're bringing to the market.
Yeah, a lot.
It's a story of innovation, disruption, and the ever-evolving landscape of the automotive world.
And we've only just scratched the surface. It'll be fascinating to see how their story unfolds over the next few years.
Absolutely. So to all you car enthusiasts, tech geeks, and curious minds out there, keep an eye on Zeekr and Lynk & Co., their brands to watch. And they just might be shaping the future of mobility as we know it.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of electric vehicles and ambitious Chinese automakers, be sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful explorations into the topics that matter.
Thanks for joining us today. Until next time, keep those wheels turning and those minds curious.